Hello everyone, it's me Loyal Boy Sagar Achani. Last time I just upload the video of probability and statistics related to civil engineering on the basis of new syllabus 2080 for bachelor's in civil engineering. Now those students who are studying in bachelor in civil engineering in second sem, especially for batch of 2080. Today I am going to continue about the probability and static chapter number 3, which is most important that according to author's point of view, if you more than 10 to 15 marks will come from this chapter, and this one is the one of the important chapter from this subject. Now today let's start. We are going to start about the chapter 3. Last time I already uploaded the chapter 5 and 1, and today I'm going to upload about the new topic, statistical influence, chapter 3 of probability and statistics. Let's start. Okay, what is point estimator and property of point? What is property of estimators? Define influence is, look, this theoretical part may become, so we should not leave this portion. The process of analyzing the result and making conclusion from data subject to random variation. If we analyze some data and gives the result, if that is sufficient for to use, then we can easily use. Otherwise, randomly variation we should not allow to use that influence or data. Point of estimation, or the process of finding a single value that represent unknown population parameter based on sample. It is just a process of finding a single value. It is not too much difficult. That it is just mean to say that just to find the single value that represent unknown population parameter. Only that does not determine any samples, but it represent the population parameter based on their samples. Let's see the some properties of the X estimators. Efficiency, consistency, sufficiently, and unbiasedness. These four are the properties most important. So just look, these are the theory, but from this chapter numerical is very important that I can't explain about it. Very infinity, very power infinity, that means very power infinity. Okay, confidence interval for mean and proportion. These are just a note. You can just pause the video and you can just copy, and you can read easily, because I just make this note by on self in simply way that you can understand. Let's look this 3.2. What is confidence in interval for the mean and proportion? That means it provides just a range of value, especially for the population parameters of given any data samples. Hypothesis test. This 3.3 is very much important. From the year only we just get the numerical, and this hypothesis testing consists of five steps only. If we know the process, then we can do any kind of numerical. Today we are going to discuss about the numerical up to Z transform. Further it will come. Let's start this 3.3 also. Hypothesis testing. This just a test. We have to just do the numerical. You will know about five tests, and if you just look focusly this video, then you will know about the 5 steps and what is parametrical and non-parametrical testing procedure of hypothesis. The method used to be like to claim about a population based on the sample data, determining whether that is enough evidence to support a particular hypothesis about the population is called hypothesis. This one is the small just the definition of this is the basic knowledge of this here I just wrote here. And I already told you that it has only 5 steps that are stated here. Step first, state the hypothesis. With the hypothesis is that there are two types of hypothesis: null hypothesis, which is denoted by as not, and another is alternate hypothesis, which is also denoted by HA or H1. H1. And choose the signification level especially we choose the signification level 5% that the signification value level 5% value is 1.96. then after we'll just select a test static. This means we have to just here calculate some data, calculate the test and put p value. Just we have to from the table we have to just take the value and we have to compare between that two value, calculated and tabulated value. After both if then according to that both test value we will take a decision. And this somewhere we find there are 6 steps, but I just follow the I just make a 5 step in somewhere in book. If you look then you will find 6 steps, that is this one and this one: first step, second step, third step, fourth, fifth and sixth. But I always make this one first, second, third, fourth, and here make a decision and conclusion. That means this step also I repeated here. Here are total 6 steps, but assume 5 steps only. Now I already told you about hypothesis. How many types of hypothesis are there? Null hypothesis, that is denoted by S naught, and alternative hypothesis, that is HA or H1. It is also denoted by H1. Some book it is denoted by H1 only. Now what is meant by non-hypothesis? It is the statement that the parameter is equal to some cumulative value, that the it gives the positive vibe. And just remember that it gives the positive vibes. And no, this look above this null hypothesis give the positive value, but alternative hypothesis give the negative of this, just opposite. Newton's third law not matching, just reverse process are here. If I'm going to school, then for example this alternative hypothesis give I'm not going to school, just opposite. Here you can just read here I just make a notes, you can read. Just opposite, here is equal to some values, and here is that is somehow different from claim value. It is different and this one is same. Here is same claim value. This is going to meet for positive, but this one is going to negative. I already explained about you this. Just read this. And here are types of we have all learned about the types hypothesis testing, but there are two types of error also. Very simple, that you error of first kind, it is also known as called type 1 error of hypothesis testing, and error of second kind, that is also known as called the types 2 error of hypothesis. And according to 3.3 syllabus, now let's go to parametric and non-parametric testing. Then after we will go to process of hypothesis. Here theory is not too much important. Theory will ask less only, but numerical is very important. So I'll request you to look from first to last. If you understand theory first, then you will know step by step calculation of the easy, how to calculate the this test, Z test, T test, F test. Now let's go to parametric testing. Assume the distribution to be normal. Always we have to assume that the distribution of given sample should be normal. Make assumption about the population. This parametric testing is always you utilize for population only, not for size, not for that samples. Only population, based on population. They are just reverse each other. Here I wrote according to difference only, point by point and point by point. Look, here is does not assume the distribution to the normal. Here it does not, but here assume distribution to be normal. Make assumption about the population parameters such as mean, standard deviation are used. But I think here is not used. Does not assume here. Does not make any assumption about the population, and non-parametric are look, there is no, we should not assume this parameter in non-parametric text, just reverse. Applied in case of qualitative data, we always apply this on qualitative data only. Scale of the measurement is neither either interval or scale. We can measure it by in a ratio scale. It is also known as called either interval. Use mean as central tendency. Look at here. Use mean as central tendency. Example, for example, T test, Z test, and F test. These three tests we are going to do numerical. In next video, this video is for theory only. So non-parametric test does not assume the distribution to the normal, does not assume the distribution of the normal, it does not assume the normal distribution, and does not assume the population also. And no non such parameter are used in this test, such as like this mean, standard deviation are not used in this non-parametric testing. uh, Applied here, look, applied in case of qualitative, but here quantitative. Look, just reverse. I already told you. Scale of the measurement is neither ordinary or normal scale. Use here above we use mean as a central tendency, but in non-parametric we use here just central tendency. For example, here that time we just F test, T test, and Z test in parametric, but example of non-parametric is chi-square test, U test, and S test. From here we are going to do the numerical of this chi-square test, U test, S test, and T test, Z test, F test. Among these only numerical will come. So first look this theory, then after we will go here step by step. Now according to point of view, I have seen the past question. Most of the time repeated question is this chi-square test. So this one is most important. Types of hypothesis I already told you. Types testing, sorry, types means that are not hypothesis and alternative hypothesis, but here is testing of hypothesis. As I already told you that we will start from Z, F, T, chi-square, U test, H test. Now testing of hypothesis. If the sample size is greater than 30, then we use Z test. Always remember that if the sample size is greater than 30 or equal to 30, then we use Z. If not greater than 30, then we use T test. Procedure are same, only formula is little bit change. And then after F test, this one is for another data sample. Then after chi-square test, just we have to follow this four numerical we are going to start in next video. Now look at this Z test. As I already told you, we will start from Z test. Testing of the signification as a single mean. That the signification of the mean is only single. And another point tells that test of the signification of or difference between two mean. Then after same sample proportion, then there are two sample proportion. So easy. Single mean, double mean, that is two mean. Sample proportion, two sample proportion. It is very easy. You can remember this four step. And here we are going to start one numerical in this video only. they are just a theory that from here it may came more than not more than 3 marks, but also according to the syllabus of new 2080 IOE, uh, TU Tribhuvan University. I just upload according to the syllabus only. I up to here we have theory. Now we have to start here. In next video become too long, so I may going to explain about Z test in another video. And here we have the numerical. Just you can further look. Okay, let it be. And for today this much only, so we will discuss in next class about the numerical of Z test from the testing of hypothesis, which is very important. Just that one is very important. Let's meet in next video. And for today this much only. If you like it, like it, then just like, subscribe and share to your friends. Okay, take care all of you.